Depression glass, coveted collectible, $275. That's the name of the pattern. Embossed inside and out. DIY. These are not Queen Anne. I get a lot of criticism. I'm Dr. Lori. I'm in Sanatoga, Pennsylvania, near Philadelphia at Liberty Ministries Thrift store. I'm going to show you what to walk by. I'm going to show you what to buy. And I'm going to reveal the values that willing buyers really pay. This is a segmented or separated serving dish. This also is depression glass. When you have feet, that's more value. $5.99 for it, made in America. Retail value on this, $15. I'd buy that. These are pink depression glass candlestick holders, and they're very thick, and you can see how thick they are on the interior. They're buttons and bows. That's the name of the pattern. You can see the buttons and bows better from the inside. Very well-known pattern for depression glass. $8.99 for them. They're well overpriced. Why? Because these aren't from the 1930s. These are the same pattern, but they're made in the 1970s. How do you know? From the thickness of the glass. For the pair, they're worth $10 for the pair. They want $8.99 each. I'd walk by those. All these cups and saucers are Lenox. This mark is an early 2000s decade mark. With the gilding that you see here, they want $3.99 for each cup and saucer. I like the saran wrap. They're $10 for each cup and saucer. I'd buy those. Next to them is the matching sugar bowl with a lid and creamer. $3.99 for the creamer and $4.99 for the sugar bowl. Sugar bowls should be more expensive. The set is worth $35. I'd buy that set as well. This piece is something you probably don't recognize. That's a solver bowl. So you put that with salt in it in the middle of the table and everybody gets a little bit of salt. It's made by Johann Haviland in Bavaria. So you've heard the Haviland name in Limoges, France. This is Bavarian Haviland. Dates to the 1960s. They want $1.99 for it. Retail value on that, $18. I'd buy that. The milk glass embossed bowl, footed, embossed inside and out, $22.99. I'd buy that. It's worth $45. The difference between milk glass and white glass. The white glass is almost see-through. The milk glass, of course, is very milky colored white. These are Hummel plates made by the Goebel Company in West Germany. The 1976 apple tree girl is a textured or bas-relief plate. It's not just a plate with an image on it that's flat. That's what makes it more desirable. You can see all the information on the back from 1976. They want $2.99 for it. This is one of the most coveted collectible plates of the series. Retail value on this, willing buyers pay $30. I'd buy that. Do you know what this is called? Is it called patina? It's not patina. This is the oily buildup on wood. Patina is when you put pigment or paint a color on top of a cast metal sculpture. Has nothing to do with wood. This is the oily buildup on wood. It's from years and years and years of one's hands sitting in this part of this armchair. This is not patina. You can see how the hand painting is actually done here on this Czechoslovakian piece. Something in the middle to decorate it. This is a cabinet piece. You're not eating food off this dish. Not eating food off this dish. Made in Czechoslovakia. This piece dates to the 1950s. They want $2.99 for it. I'd buy this. It's worth $6. I get a lot of criticism about precious moments, and then I get a lot of people who say, oh, I bought mine for $250. Why? Willing buyers will pay a lot for precious moments as long as you have the correct mark. Two different figures on the same base, that's what you're looking for. It should have some kind of relationship, husband and wife or mother and child. Those are the most valuable ones. $4.99 is what they're asking for it. Willing buyers pay $150 for that precious moments figurine. This is a glass plate featuring birds. The idea is you put it on a colorful tablecloth so the birds look red. $2.99 is what they want for it. This is worth $5. I'd walk by that. A lot of people are stopping me and commenting on my purse. What do you think it is? Do you like it? I know you're thinking that it's because of Snoopy, but it's because of the shape. It's a flared shape that we see in the late 70s, 80s, 90s. Yes, it's a Peanuts character licensed piece. They want 99 cents for it. I'd buy this. This cup is worth $10. You want to know about Louis XIV? Louis XIV built Versailles. He was known as the Sun King. His bedroom was actually in the east part of Versailles, so he could rise with the sun. He's a major political and literary force in the in the late part of the 1600s, early 1700s. Now you don't have to read the book. DIY. This table was worth $25 before anybody touched it. Right now they want $15 for it. The person who decided to paint it didn't sand it enough and they really devalued it more. In this condition, it's worth $8. In its original condition, $25. They want $15 for it. I'm walking by this. Set of 4 cups. That's the first thing you look for. And you also want to look for the gilting around the top because that's more expensive to make. These are made in Germany. I'd buy all 4. They're $2.99 each. I'd buy the set. They're worth $8 each. False craft. Doesn't look like false craft. Not my mother's false craft. It used to be brown and light brown. Very desirable. This one you put a little pillar candle in. I'd buy that one too. So this one they want $1.49 for it. That's worth $5. I'd buy that. A ramekin dish, no label on this. Retail value on this is $10. I'd buy that too. I talk about finials and where they're from and what they look like in another video. I want to explain to you about feet. I'm getting a lot of comments about Chippendale versus Queen Anne. First of all, these feet are claw and ball. So the idea again of a ball and a claw on top of a ball is a Chippendale design. Chippendale, Thomas Chippendale's director, isn't introduced until the 1750s. These are not Queen Anne. Queen Anne feet are curved and she reigns from the early years of the 1700s to about 1714. So totally different time periods and totally different designs. These feet are Chippendale. The secrets of furniture feet. These are spade feet. They look like the spade that you might use in the garden. They originate in the middle part of the 1800s in New York. These are bracketed feet. They originate in the colonial period, the late 1700s in Massachusetts. These wooden casters are the kind of feet that you'll see in the late 1800s, between 1875 and 1900. They're introduced in England. These are Regency feet, or sometimes called curved or splayed feet. They're introduced in the late part of the 1800s in the United States. These are splayed and capped feet. They have a cap of brass in a paw design at the bottom of the foot, and they're introduced by Duncan Phyfe in the early part of the 1800s, between about 1815 and 1830. These are Eastlake feet. They're introduced in the late 1860s in England by Charles Eastlake. This piece is a lamp and the body of the lamp is English, late 19th century. It's modeled and rare because it has these horns which relate to the interest in Queen Victoria of being a Viking. So she has a lot of these horn-related accessories around in the late part of the 19th century. They made this into a lamp, which is unfortunate, did that in the 1960s. The lamp is priced at $45. The piece alone, without it being a lamp, is worth $275 just for the ceramic piece in the middle that is acting as the body of the lamp. If you have this piece now, $275 is what it's worth. I'd buy that. Why did you DIY this silver? This table is an aesthetic movement table. When's the aesthetic movement? The 1890s. Just before Louis Comfort Tiffany starts Art Nouveau and all the flowers. They want $25 for. Right now in this condition, it's worth $15. In its original condition, it would have been rosewood, would have been like a mahogany color. Then it would have been worth $35 if they didn't touch it. Right now, I'd walk by this. This is a Drexel office desk set. You've got that piece, which matches this piece. It's marked right inside the drawer Drexel, and that's usually where you're going to see the marks. You can also open this part for more storage. From the 1970s, $35 for each one. They're $150 each. The telltale signs are these brass elements, the hardware that decorates these pieces in an Asian style. Retail value on this $250, $150 for each one of the side tables. That's another $300. It's $550. I'd buy all 3 of these. And I left all the treasures here for you. There's more to come.